When I
Top
saw my
5
wife lying on the
knuckle
delivery
births
bed,
worth watching.
an indescribable emotion welled up inside me. It wasn't just concern for her health, but also the anticipation of welcoming our little angel into the world. That moment was the most important in my life and our family's journey. The days of preparation. Before the delivery day, everything seemed to move at a frantic pace. We had meticulously prepared for our baby's arrival, from buying necessary supplies and setting up the nursery to attending prenatal classes. With each step, I felt the anticipation growing within me. My wife had experienced pregnancy with all its emotions, and now, as the crucial moment approached, I realized that all the love we had nurtured over these months was laying the groundwork for a new life's arrival. In the days leading up to the delivery, I was not just a husband, but a companion. I frequently asked about her feelings, helped her relax, and prepared her mentally for the upcoming moment. Everything seemed predicted, but I couldn't know how I would feel when that time came. The moment of waiting. That day arrived, and as we went to the hospital together, my heart was racing. The atmosphere in the delivery room was intense, but my heart held mixed emotions. I saw the worry in my wife's eyes and suddenly felt like I was sharing the pain she was experiencing. It's hard to explain, but at that moment, I just wanted to protect and love her more than ever before. When the first contraction hit, I held my wife's hand tightly, wanting to give her strength and comfort. Each contraction was like a test. I heard her rapid breathing and my heart sank. I could feel the pain and fear in each of her breaths. I wanted to do everything possible to ease the pain for the woman I love. Emotions of pain and anticipation. Time seemed to stop with each prolonged contraction. I felt helpless just standing there, unable to do more than offer encouragement. Words of support echoed. "You can do this. I'm here with you." In that moment, staying calm was challenging, but I knew I had to be strong for her. She put in so much effort. I could see the resilience and strength in her eyes, though they were occasionally masked by sweat and pain. I felt waves of emotion, love, worry, and happiness surging through me. Thinking about the miracle about to unfold, I felt an endless pull from each contraction toward a brighter future. The sacred moment. Finally, that moment arrived. When I heard our baby's first cry, an overwhelming feeling flooded my heart. All the worry, pain, and anticipation seemed to dissolve into amazement and joy. I can't describe this feeling. My heart burst with the light of life, not just from our child's birth, but also the beginning of a new chapter in our lives. I looked at my wife, seeing how she had endured a long journey, a challenge many had never faced. She was exhausted, but her smile shone like sunlight. Our tiny baby was placed on her chest.
Hello friends. In a quiet evening, the dim light of the hospital illuminated the long, winding corridors, filled with a palpable sense of anticipation and waiting. A special day was about to unfold. The day when a mother's life would turn a new page. The feeling of labor began to wash over her like powerful waves. Tightening and relentless, she sat on the bed, gripping her hands tightly, her heart racing, every breath becoming heavy. The pain came and went, like a rapid heartbeat in her chest. She recalled the months of pregnancy, the dreams and hopes, the image of the little child she had envisioned being born, now nestled within her. Each contraction was a message that the baby girl or boy was about to enter the world, ready to partake in this life. The rhythmic tightening of her abdomen made it impossible for her to sit still. The nurse provided support, helping her to relax and prepare mentally. As the pain peaked, she knew the moment was near. She was taken to the delivery room, where radiant lights and modern medical equipment surrounded her. The doctors and nurses swiftly prepared, encouraging her, cheering her on with each push. She suddenly felt a tremendous strength, a surge of love and responsibility, the essence of motherhood coursing through her veins. "Push now, Mom." The doctor's voice resonated in the warm atmosphere, and she listened intently to each instruction, trying her best. The sharp pains felt like a sledgehammer hitting her belly, but her mind focused only on the baby, on the moment she would see that tiny face. With each powerful push, each gasp for air, her perseverance finally bore fruit. The magical moment arrived. Standing amidst the pain and smiles, the child was born, and a cry echoed through the vibrant air. It was the sound of life, the beginning of a new journey. She cradled her baby tightly, tears streaming down her cheeks, filled with happiness, pride, and fulfillment overflowing in her heart. Every drop of sweat, every pang of pain, vanished as she felt her baby's heartbeat next to hers. Looking at the tiny face, the sleepy eyes, she knew she had fulfilled the most sacred mission of a lifetime. Though the child was small, the love she felt was vast, as immense as the ocean. Those painful moments could not compare to this joy. Together, she and her baby had traversed a journey, and now, she would explore this world with her, nurturing and protecting her every step of the way. That love, that moment, would forever remain the most sacred thing in her life. And with each moment that followed, she would always remember that life begins with efforts and sacrifices, but the rewards are sweeter than anything else. She loved her child, forever and to the ends of the earth.
As I lay on the delivery bed, the space around me blurred with pain and anticipation. The hum of medical equipment, the footsteps of doctors and nurses, and the whispered encouragement from loved ones all created a chaotic picture in my mind. But at this moment, everything faded away, leaving only one clear sensation, the prolonged pain, mixed with the excitement of soon meeting my beloved child. I remember when the first contractions began. They came like powerful, relentless waves that couldn't be resisted. Each contraction was a challenge, a battle I knew I had to face alone, although I was never truly lonely. Inside me was the presence of my baby, whom I had carried for almost a year. That was the only motivation that kept me enduring these incredibly intense contractions. This state seemed endless, and I often imagined my baby's face, picturing the tiny fingers I would hold. The feeling of anticipation grew stronger. My heart raced, not just from pain, but from expectation. I wondered, will my baby be healthy? Will they look like me or their father? These questions swirled in my mind, never giving me a moment's peace. The moment I heard my baby's first cry, all the pain seemed to vanish. A wave of happiness flooded through me, touching every corner of my heart. It wasn't just a cry, but a symphony of life. I couldn't hold back my tears. They fell not just from happiness, but from relief. Finally, my baby was born. I looked up at the doctor holding my baby, and in that moment, the world seemed to contain only us. When they placed my tiny baby on my chest, the feeling was indescribable. My body was still exhausted, but my heart was full of life. I looked into my baby's eyes, deep and clear, as if they were telling me a million untold stories. It was a moment of connection, where maternal love was born and blossomed. I felt each of my baby's breaths, and that feeling was so peaceful, as if nothing else mattered anymore. When the nurse helped me hold my baby, I studied every feature of that tiny face.